Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. I hope you can hear me well enough over the air conditioning. It's getting hot over here on the East Coast, so gotta put the air on. But in the meantime, we're gonna get right into it today with the July love reading for the sign of Aries. Alright, Aries, how you guys doing out there? Last week's reading, the weekly was quite tricky, right, for a lot of people. But we'll see what's going on in July in the area of love, Aries. Alright, what's going on with you? The relationships that you have, perhaps relationships you're looking to have, right? Those of you who are involved, or those of you who are single. We'll find out what the Romance Oracle Angels have to say about this month for you. Show me what's going on for our lovely Aries, please. July 2019. I need 2 cards for the dual energies that are going to be going on with Aries this month. Show me. Alright, Aries, here we go. First card, new love. Wow. Beautiful. Coming in, new love. Your other card is religious factors. Interesting. Sometimes this card comes up when you have a different background. You come from different religious backgrounds, right? Or spiritual upbringings. At the bottom of the deck, you have children. Beautiful as well. So children involved. This could be a relationship with somebody who already has children from a previous relationship or marriage. But we won't really know what this all means until we get into it. Children sometimes can also indicate the very new love or young love. An immature love, you know. So let's see what it's going for Aries in July 2019. Let's get your cards out and see what this new love is all about and these religious factors. Show me what's going on with Aries. July 2019, show me. Get affirmations, reaffirmations, warning signs for our lovely Aries, fire sign, Ram. Show me what they're going through in July. We're going to get a clear reading for those who are just surfing and happen to pop by today. And for our regular subscribers, our tribe, anyone who happens to tune into this video, I want to try to get a clear message out there for them, alright? So show me. Your first card out is 10 of Pentacles. It's abundance. King of Wands. And 2 of Swords. Land of indecision, huh? Page of Wands. Let's move them all up so we have enough room. We have 8 of Wands. This card keeps coming out. And King of Pentacles. Okay. Got Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands, and 7 of Swords. All right, at the bottom, 3 of Swords, right? So 3 of Swords talk about being heartbroken or hurt by deceptive kind of, someone who's been deceptive, someone who's maybe lied to you or manipulated you, told you that they would be faithful and they weren't. You know, that kind of heartache, you know. Not necessarily someone who's fallen out of love with you and you still love them and there's nothing else wrong, but this is more kind of like 3 of Swords is when you're hurting because of bad communication, negative communication. People have purposely tried to like dupe you or get over on you in a relationship. It could be cheating energy, lying, this sort of thing, right? But right now, interestingly enough, so right now you've got coming out the gate, you've got 10 of Pentacles. So all your abundance is in Aries. You're feeling quite complete right now, right? Work is going well. The family is going well. You feel close with your family right now. Everyone is kind of, you know, those in your immediate surroundings, whether they're family or good friends, are all doing fairly well, right? And you're really pretty much at the top of your game in terms of your career, right? So there really isn't much like in that area that you need to do. You're kind of very much where you want to be. However, 10s is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So it can be that up until now, yeah, everything's been kind of going along well. You may have been working in the same career for quite some time or the same business for quite some time. And it's been this kind of like really steady, nice, stable energy, right? But it is also coming to a close, right? So this happiness could be like, you know, for a while you were maybe involved with somebody, maybe you also actually, you have children with this person, and it's that kind of life where, you know, you both do well at your jobs, you take your, you know, 1 or 2 vacations a year with the children, you have your car, you have, you know, you may not be filthy rich or anything, but you have that kind of level of abundance, that true kind of level, upper middle class at least level of abundance, where you're enjoying yourself, the family enjoys itself, the children have enough to engage in their sports, and you can take care of that. You know, it's just a very nice, stable kind of home life. However, it is 10, and it seems to me, I feel like it's maybe coming to a close. King of Wands is here. So it's like King of Wands is coming in, right? And it's almost like, I'm not sure if this is a friend or a relative, but someone is coming into you, right? It could be an older relative as well, like an older brother or an older sister. You know, it could be a parent, aunt, and uncle, but somebody that you kind of, somebody you very much respect, somebody who's also quite ambitious, but very much the leader. He's very fiery. This individual is very fiery. I wouldn't say that the family or their friends are scared of them per se, but they'd certainly take notice when they come in and they say something, right? So it's quite interesting. This character, this individual is right in your life, and they're looming large in your life in the sense that they're there, you know, and the decisions that you're making in your life, they're watching them, right? I really feel very much like this is certainly maybe an older person. Also could be like a best friend, but an older person is somebody who's always quick to tell you, you know, when you're doing things right or wrong. Quick to kind of give you advice. You love them, you know, you love them. You have a fondness for them. You have a deep level of respect for them, right? But they're there. They're watching you. They're helping you with the family at times, right? However, something's got you thinking. 2 of Swords. You're starting to consider something, another kind of way of living. It could be very much so that maybe you've come across someone. Maybe something's happened, right? You're certainly happy right now. Now, this could be if you're already involved, right? Could also be if you are living, or if you're co-parenting and you guys have come to a really good co-parenting kind of scenario, right? So you may not be together with the father or the mother of the children in this case, but it's still a very stable, happy kind of energy. However, you could have met someone quite recently, and now all of a sudden you're thinking very much about juggling the two. 2 of Swords talks about kind of, 2 of Swords is an interesting card because it initially starts with the desire to make a choice. You feel like you have to make a choice with the 2 of Swords, but it's really impossible to make one. And the more and more you delve into it, and the more and more you meditate on the decision and you try to go inward, the more you realize that it's really not about making a choice, but it's about a balance. Something is coming into your life that you feel like now you're going to have to, at first, like I say, or even now, you may be thinking like you have to make a choice and you're finding it very difficult. But I'm telling you that if this already begins to resonate a little bit with your scenario, oftentimes it isn't about a choice, it is about a balance, right? Could be that you're separated or divorced and you've met somebody, and the person that you've met is maybe from a different background, a different religious background. You may have been raised Jewish, and you've met a Muslim or a Hindu or a Christian, right? And now all of a sudden it's like, uh-oh, I'm going to have to balance these, you know, do I choose? Do I have to make a choice? I feel like I have to make a choice, but I can't make a choice. Certainly, whatever is happening is disrupting this Ten of Pentacles to a certain degree, but not in a bad way, because Ten of Pentacles, 10 is a closure. It's a closure, and it's a readiness for the beginning of a next stage. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the ending of this kind of this part of your life, or this way of you living your life, is necessarily bad. It's just that it's, you know, it's come to its natural conclusion in this format, because now perhaps new love has certainly come in, right? You maybe met someone, and now it's like, yeah, of course your new life is going to be very different than your old life. Your old life does have to die a little bit, because your new life, now you have to take into consideration a whole nother individual, which perhaps up until now you haven't had to do. Page of Wands is here, so somebody's certainly coming in with ideas, coming in with a little idea, an offer of some kind of doing something creatively together, an adventure perhaps. It could be that this new person that you've met might come forward to you and be like, hey, you want to go on a trip with me? You know, would you like to do this? Would you like to do that? They may they may find a way of just coming in closer to you. It's baby steps these days, because of Page of Wands being very much like just the beginning stages, can often be the beginning stages. But Page of Wands is also like this comes in when you're feeling quite youthful and excited, you know, when oftentimes, for instance, when you've come to the end, it's like one of those things, like maybe you're a little bit older, you know, and you've had children, you've been co-parenting, right? And now all of a sudden someone has come in, a new love has come in, or a new segment, you're starting this new segment of your life, and suddenly it's like you feel 16 years old again. You all of a sudden feel this whole new surge of creativity and youthful energy. You want to share it. You're feeling sexy again, you know, and you want to make movement on that, right? So this could be as a result of this new lover or this new love coming in, right? So that's also another aspect to the Page of Wands energy, is feeling very young and fresh, like you've got a teenage crush on somebody, you know, and it's very exciting. However, there's a lot of attitude coming your way. There's a lot of opinions coming your way. I think this could be family. Certainly could be this individual, this King of Wands, who I see as being like your friend, the family friend, or your confidant. They might be coming in, you know, I very much can feel that there might be this scenario of not everyone is totally approving of you having this new love, even though you probably feel very much like you deserve it, Aries. Like you've paid your dues, you've co-parented perhaps your children, you've done everything that you can to be a good, you know, ex-wife or ex-husband, right, perhaps. It's like you feel like it's your turn now. So why has everybody got an attitude, you know? And this is about setting boundaries as well. 8 being the number for boundaries. Maybe time for you to set some boundaries with you and family members or friends, right? You may feel like, yeah, you know, I really have given a lot of my life over to doing the right things. Now it's time to set some boundaries. I don't want people always coming in trying to tell me how to live my life, how to deal with my new, you know, I want to enjoy a new love. Why can't I, you know what I mean? Enjoy. Page of Wands is very nice, fresh, fiery, young energy. So anyone who's going to come in on top of that with this kind of 8 of Wands, like nagging, it's like you don't need it, right? You really don't need it. You're not here for it at all. And I think you feel very much like, you know, you're ready to put up some walls. You're ready to put up some boundaries. Interesting. Here comes King of Pentacles. Again, I feel like King of Pentacles is now another individual. Now, this person, King of Pentacles, could very well be your ex. All right? Because I'm going to tell you something that's quite interesting here. I almost feel as though of all the people who are actually supporting you in this new love, it's actually your ex who's supporting you the most. You know what I mean? I feel very much like this is a scenario of others always kind of poking their nose in and thinking they know what your relationship is or should be. Certainly friends and family. I'm sure you get, you know, this feeling of like, you know, like sometimes they overstep their bounds, right? But This Ten of Pentacles energy here that you're having, and I do believe this is with like a co-parent scenario, an ex scenario, is very it's very genuine. It's very virtuous. It's like you guys, perhaps, maybe you guys broke up, but you're still friends. You still care about each other. You still want the best for each other, right? And though there may be others in your life that are kind of saying, hang on a second, why are you dating now? Or why are you doing that? It's actually your ex who's kind of supporting you the most. They're the most kind of like, yeah, why don't you go do that? They're the most accommodating. They're being accommodating with the children's time, you know, with the scheduling. You know what it's like. I know what it's like. You know, you the next weekend your house, the weekend after my house. Oh, now you want to go out on a date, and it's like you want to do other things, and so your co-parent has to work with you on that because you want to have a Friday night off, and maybe every Friday you have the kids. You know what I'm saying? But I feel very much a very supportive energy here, and certainly the desire, Knight of Swords, the desire to move forward. I think this is very much you, or this could be your new lover, right? Very much feeling like, let's move forward. Let's have communication. They want to take the next step. They want to go on, or you want to go on. I feel like this is very much you. I'm going to be honest. Like this support from the ex is giving you a boost. It's giving you self-esteem and confidence. It's making you feel like you're doing the right thing. And so you're really pushing a lot behind it because you wanna move forward with this new love. Could be that you haven't had a new love relationship in quite some time and you're really quite ready for it now. Ace of Wands is here. So Ace of Wands is the beginning of a new relationship. Can be, new project, anything that's close to the heart. And so with the Knight of Swords coming in down here, and like I say, this really nurturing energy from your ex or your previous spouse, you know, it's like you're very much wanting to move very quickly towards this Ace of Wands. Somebody's going to be jealous, though. Somebody's jealous of it, and it's almost as if, I'm going to tell you right now, it's almost as if it's like one of these people, could be a friend, who's jealous of the fact that not only did you have a husband or a wife and children, but how dare you, now you actually get to have a second chance at love, and now you get to date somebody else, and this person is very jealous of you. It could be that they never even got married once, or had that marriage, and to them that marriage status is very important, right? And so they're very indignant about the fact that you had a marriage, you had the audacity to leave it because, well, that's what happens, or the marriage fell apart, right? Or you're not in it anymore, right? And you're kind of moving on with your life, and you know, so that's great to be able to be married to and experience what it's like to be married, but not necessarily to be stuck in that marriage forever if it's not working out. You know, to be able to, if you and your spouse can agree that you aren't working out anymore, and then for the sake of being friends and having a long-term friendship, it's best to split up to take care of the children better. That's like a really cake and eat it. You have your cake and eat it too, right? And so for someone who's never even gotten married before, never had a long-time relationship, it could be really galling to them that you get through a scenario like that, and then on top of it, now you get a chance to have yet another lover. And so they're going to try to come in and steal some of what you got, some of your dreams, some of your kind of thunder. There's Seven of Swords. They could be a friend of yours. I think this is very much, I believe this might be a friend of yours that you haven't up until now suspected of feeling that way, but their energy is quite sneaky, and I think that now that this is happening, you're going to notice who this person is. You're going to see their antics and their behavior for what it is, and it's going to be a little bit shocking, but you need to know, right? Show me a little deeper insight for our lovely Aries here on this July love reading. Interestingly enough, I always say that in my readings, the Seven of Swords or the Five of Swords, you know, Five of Wands, but certainly the Seven of Swords and Five of Swords, they're like two cards that come in a lot of times when the reading is like on an upswing, you know, when you're getting like an upswing, or when you're getting something beautiful coming in, like a new love or a new evolution in your spirit. There's always some hater around who wants to F it up. You know what I mean? There's always some kind of Seven of Swords energy. Somebody wants to come in and covet what you've got, and take what you've got. Or a friend that secretly hates your guts because all this time you've always been getting what they haven't. You know, they're almost like a sycophant. They're around you, but they secretly hate you. You know what I mean? Trust me, let me tell you something. A lot of that energy is out there. People don't realize it. You know, and sometimes it takes the right scenario for people to show their true colors. Right scenario might not come up for 20 years, but it'll come up. All right, show me. Oftentimes it will come up eventually. So just take care. Keep your eyes open for somebody who's trying to screw up your new situation or do, you know what I mean? With gossip or, you know, sneaky behavior. All right. Two of Cups. There you go. A new love coming in. Hanged Man. Wow. Nine of Cups. Star. Judgment, Magician, Seven of Cups, Prince of Discs, and 10 of Cups. Oh my God. And at the bottom is Princess of Cups. Okay, so Princess of Cups is the same as Page of Cups, but in the Thoth deck, Princess of Cups talks about being young love, right? Again, young love. Page of Wands, or Princess of Wands is more about feeling young and creative and passionate, right? But Princess of Cups is all about that giddy kind of like, oh, you know, romantic feeling. Having those kind of giddy, young romantic feelings, you know, that new love kind of feeling, all right? So, yeah, you've got new love coming. Two of Cups, right? Over this 10 of Pentacles. Not only that, but this is Venus in Cancer. So it's like I said, there is a lot of love between you and your ex if you are co-parenting or if you guys have... not been together for a while, but you've been raising your children together, and you've been friends. There is a lot of like genuine love here, but you just understand that you can't be together anymore, you know, and that's okay. It's okay, because this kind of genuine love that you have for each other transcends relationships. You know, it's that kind of deep bonding and love that allows you to continue to be friends, and each of you to continue to have love relationships going forward elsewhere. Hanged Man is coming in, yeah, so that King of Wands, the Hanged Man, interesting. So like I said, you know, this is, I believe it's sometimes this King of Wands is somebody you know, family member, or friend, or somebody who's always kind of there to always, they always kind of want to tell you when you're doing things right or wrong. They're always kind of, it seems like they're overseeing things, you know. It could be very much that, they're quite like, you're used to them, right? This is the role that they've always played. It's almost like a nagging role, right? Because Hanged Man energy is kind of stuck energy. It's like the broken record, you know. This person is the broken record, you know. They're the one who always going to be, you know, maybe they're always pessimistic or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just like they don't change. They don't kind of see you, or, you know, they love you and they want the best for you. But like I say, they might be a bit older, and they might just, you know, you've just gotten to the stage with this individual, I think, where you're just kind of like, you're not really listening. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, you know, Uncle Frank or Aunt Maureen, thank you. I know what you say. It's not right. I shouldn't be dating if I'm not, you know what I mean? That kind of energy. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's not anything major. You're learning to not like put too much into it. Don't feel too guilty about it. You're too old for that. You see that, you know, they love you, they want the best for you, but they don't always know what's best for you. And you're able to deal with that a lot more because now you're kind of used to it being kind of like, you know, that's just what they do. Nine of Cups, yeah, so your desire to be whole and happy. Nine of Cups is being happy. It's getting your dreams and your wishes, right? But kind of like getting everything you want, you know, and being proud of that, but still not quite having someone to share it with, not quite having that like last, you know, this 10 of Cups, you know, in the shape of the tree of life, and, you know, in the configuration of the tree of life. Here, nine, a lot of people call Nine of Cups wish fulfillment, right? But wish fulfillment often is like, you get your wish, yeah, you have all your wishes, but are you truly happy? You know, can you truly be happy if all of the wishes that you've gotten that have come true for you have simply, you know, have kept you, you're still alone, have kept you alone, right? have kept you from actually really bonding with someone. And so now somebody is, and you realize that, perhaps you realize that, you know, this is a chance. You may have a chance in this new love at true happiness, like finding that final ingredient so this 9 can finally come to a 10, which actually the 10 does show up in the reading down here below. Let me move the card up. All right, so there's your 10 of Cups. But, you know, that kind of last little kind of understanding that, you know, it's not just all about my desires and what I want. It's about sharing a life with someone. And so again, you realize you don't necessarily need to make a choice. You need to find a balance between this new love and perhaps the life and the responsibilities that you still have. So Page of Wands, Star. So very much, yeah, star fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Could be that you've been waiting for quite some time to have a new lover, to have a new chance at a relationship, and now it's coming in for you. You know, it may have taken quite some time, you know, but you've been very responsible up until now. And like I say, religious factors, like this King of Wands, right, up here could very much be like the individual in the family that's very religious and wants you to stick to a very strict religious doctrine, and this new love may not fit into those parameters, right? And so by necessity, Hangman energy is coming in as well, because it's being stuck in society, you know, being stuck on like certain religious ideas, societal ideas, you know, certain concepts that hold you stuck, right? And realizing that you can't hold on to them anymore. And so it could be very much also that this individual is someone who is like that, but they're realizing themselves that it's time for, you know, it's time to let go. It's time to let you do what you want to do. Perhaps they also need to change. I do find that I feel a deep fondness with this individual, so I don't want to like make it seem like you just are very flippant and don't care anymore. Right? It could be as well that not only, you know, they have impacted you, but a lot of the changes and kind of the way you've manifested things in your life and the way you've been quite independent, it may be as well that you're enlightening them as well. You're enlightening them and getting them to sort of come down out of this Hangman energy and wake up as well. And in so doing, they may also come to support you later on. All right? So your wish fulfillment is, I just wanted to go back and clarify that. Your wish fulfillment here, the stars, could definitely be coming in with this new love, this new feeling, this young feeling. Princess of Cups, Page of Wands, or Princess of Wands too. It's very a youthful exuberance that you're having right now. All right. And judgment goes away, right? You let go of judgment. You let go of whole, you know, caring about what all of these kind of opinions are coming in. You don't care. You know, you don't care anymore. And you put up your boundaries. You realize you're not going to let them go past your boundaries, you know, overstep their bounds anymore, or let family or friends overstep their bounds anymore. You're letting go of your judgment. You realize it's time for you to free yourself. You know, I feel like this is very much like certainly one of these kind of like when you've given your whole life to a family or raising children, and now it's time for you to enjoy yourself. And to hell with whatever anybody else thinks. If they're not in support of you having a new and happy love life, even later on in life, then, you know, you're not there for it, and they don't, you know, you don't need to be. You need support. And like I said, I do believe your ex is the one who will be supporting. There's the Magician coming in. So this person, this King of Pentacles, is certainly somebody who's very, very important in your life. Somebody that you respect very, very much. And you certainly listen to them. All right? And their support of you is very, very important. And so with them coming in, they're also, Magician is all about manifesting your dreams, you know. And with them coming in and kind of reaffirming that you can indeed do that, they believe in you, they have confidence in you. They have confidence in you being able to manifest your dreams. You see Magician energy also in this person. You've always looked up to them as being a master manifester, right? As being a master at bringing their dreams into reality. And so their support is very, very vital right now. It makes you feel very good. And certainly if this is your ex, it makes you feel even better. And you realize that, you know, that you really don't need to worry about anybody else's opinion except for perhaps the other parent of your children and your new love, right? And sometimes not even the other parent, but certainly if the other parent is, if you're still having a close friendship with them, then of course their opinion matters, and you respect it, and you want to continue to cultivate that good relationship. Sorry, I have to take a sip of coffee, iced coffee. All right, so down here, yeah, with this Knight of Swords, this newfound energy, you're really ready to kind of cut through. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is debauch. It's being careful what you wish for. It's having too much of a good thing. Also, too much indulgence without too much indulging and just fulfilling your desires and your wishes without any kind of spiritual goal, or without any kind of higher kind of aspect or higher aspiration, right? Without any higher aspiration, it's just kind of like wallowing in the sensual, wallowing in the sexual, you know, quick satisfaction, right? And so this is covering this Knight of Swords energy, interestingly enough, right? And so you don't want that. One of the reasons why relationships tend to go stale like this, or, you know, is when people aren't honest, when they don't have communication, when they don't have swords energy, which is talking, communicating, elevating your ideas, wanting to move forward, wanting to move a relationship forward. You don't want to be in this stale kind of energy, right? You don't want to just be, you want something deeper, and you want a relationship that is deeper because you communicate well. So you know, you're kind of like heading this energy off at the pass with this Knight of Swords, right? Because with this new relationship, you're going into it with this really fresh and young energy. And like I said, this kind of like excitement that you have to talk to this person and to move it along, right? Is part of your fear of it getting too stale too quick, or it only being a physical attraction, right? And not kind of building on that. So you're a little bit like anxious to hurry up and build before it gets too stale, or before it just fizzles out into nothing, you know what I mean? So you want to have these conversations, you want to kind of lock this individual down in a way, right? Prince of Discs is coming in over that Ace of Wands. So yeah, this new part of your life, this new love, this new relationship, I believe, is certainly with someone who is they're coming in with offer. They're coming with an offer of stability. You know, this person is certainly someone who they work hard, right? They have a good sense of integrity, pride. They have pride in their work. Right, an immense amount of pride in their work. They're sincere. They're committed. They're committed to this relationship. All right, they're committed to seeing what this spark of, you know, creative passion is going to bring about between the two of you. You know, they're stable. They're not Prince of Cups. They're Prince of Discs, which is a nice stable energy to come in, certainly for a new relationship. You'll certainly be able to continue working, and, you know, this person works. This is not a, you know, a layabout or a gold digger or a bum. This person works for their own as well. And so it's nice, healthy energy, this new love. And no wonder your King of Pentacles, who maybe, like I believe your ex approves, because they see that you have, you know, this new love or this new person coming in is a genuine person for you. And here we go. The jealousy comes because it's, like I said, 10 of Cups. You've had it's almost like you're having your cake and eating it too. Cups are formed in the Tree of Life. These are the 10 positions of the Ziphiroth on the Tree of Life, right? And it's like you're so happy. You know, you've had your marriage, you have your children, you have your children's father or mother who you have a close relationship with, and then now you even have the extra blessing of being able to find a new love, and someone is so jealous of it. Somebody wants it, wants to covet it. I think this is very much a friend of yours, right? I think it's a friend, and chances are someone you know quite well. Take good care. This kind of jealous, covetous, greedy energy could really spill over the more you start to like really live your best life. All right, Aries. Interesting, interesting. I love you, Aries. This is a great reading. I mean, this is really like, you know, I hope this resonated with you. I hope that, you know, I love it when any of my readings show that there's new love coming in, that it's a positive love, it's a healthy love, that you have people in your life who are supportive of it, you know, and that you're ready for it, you know. Remember, you don't need to choose. It's about balance. Also, you have people learning from you as you're learning from them. Let go some of the guilt. Don't worry about what other people say, you know. But yeah, this is a great reading. I wish you all the best. If this resonated with you, you know, of course, what to do, right? You can subscribe. Please like or share, right? But for right now, thank you for tuning in to all of you, really, whether you're a subscriber or not. If you only just happened to fall in this video today while you were surfing, thank you very much. But for right now, I'm going to say, Aries, have a wonderful new love, July 2019. Bye-bye.